Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back. Right now, I have a very simple video for you guys. When do you need just water and when do you need electrolytes? So let's dive into it. So that's the question. Water or electrolytes? Whether you choose electrolytes or plain water depends on your specific needs and activity level and conditions you're in. For example, here's a breakdown of when you might need just water or when you might just need electrolyte or when you need electrolytes to incorporate just more because you're just overexerting yourself. So let's talk about this. When to choose water. Now, daily hydration needs low to moderate activity for like typical daily activities such as like working out, walking, light exercise, or even just going to work. Plain water is usually sufficient to keep you hydrated. Now, in like mild climate and normal mild weather conditions, whether you're not sweating excessively, water generally is all you need. So, if just your day-to-day lifestyle and things like that, you're actually fine with just water and you probably don't need much electrolytes. But if you have a balanced diet, like if you eat balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and typically you get enough electrolytes from food, making water adequate for most hydration needs is good for you in this situation. Now, short duration exercise. Let's say something that's less than an hour for exercise or physical activity lasting less than an hour, especially if it's not intense, like how we're talking about walking. Water is usually enough to maintain your hydration levels at that point as well. So, if you're light to moderate, you're pretty much okay. Now, hydration between meals. Every day drinking for general hydration throughout the day, water is the best choice. It's calorie free, it's easily accessible, and it's effective. So some of you guys should just take like a 24, 48 liter bottle or whatever you can consume at work. And that might be good. So one or two of those a day is good. So now electrolytes, intense or prolonged exercise, high intensive workouts. If you're engaging in intense physical activity, especially for more than an hour, like running, cycling, or like competitive sports, you may lose significant amounts of electrolytes through sweat. If you think about endurance athletes and what their bodies go through, then you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Activities like marathons, triathlons, or long distance cycling requires like definitely replenishments of like any type of vitamins and nourishments and water. So just water and electrolytes at that point is going to be the best way to avoid dehydration. Now, when it is hot or in humid conditions like high heat, in most humid environments, you lose more fluids. That's just natural. That's how it is. You sweat it out. So replenishing with electrolyte drink can help you prevent heat-related issues like cramps or heat exhaustion, So I played football for years and trust me, like that's all we did was sweat for 2 hours. So in that situation of like heavy sweating, if you're sweating heavily, even during shorter activities, you might benefit from an electrolyte drink at that point because you want to replace that sodium. You need the potassium and you need other minerals. So really predicated. Like, when I'm in yoga, I don't need so much as I do in like weightlifting. It's a little different. And then illness or dehydration, vomiting or diarrhea, these things can happen. So illnesses that cause vomiting or diarrhea can lead to a significant fluid and like your electrolyte loss. Making electrolytes a solution for drinks is important for recovery. Now, if you have a fever, especially for extended periods, electrolyte rich fluids can help maintain your body's balance. For those drinkers out there, hangover recovery, yes, it's a thing. I've gone through it many times. Post-alcohol hydration. After consuming alcohol, especially in large quantities, electrolyte drinks can help replenish what's lost and support recovery. As alcohol can dehydrate you, and typically from what we've seen, the dehydration, the process of headaches is from lack of like sugar in the brain and hydration, blah, 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 and more. So electrolyte imbalances in certain medical conditions like chronic kidney disease or specific electrolyte imbalances may require like careful management of electrolyte levels. Now, I'm not a doctor, maybe at this point, this is where you need to go and maybe get something that's more prescribed, more of an electrolyte solution. For me, this is just day-to-day stuff. It's just a little information. So try to take a balanced approach. A combination for some situations, like a combination of water and electrolyte drinks may be ideal for you. That's what I do with my training regimen. So for instance, during a long workout, you could alternate between the two or start with water and then switch to electrolytes as needs. Me, I do like a BCAA drink every day and it has like a little green tea, a little caffeine, but it also has a lot of stuff that I need for like muscle recovery. So if you prefer not to drink commercial electrolyte beverages, you can consume natural sources like coconut water is a good one. You can eat foods that are rich in electrolytes. For example, bananas, potassium, for potassium, spinach for magnesium, along with water. And that's just a great start. That's something I think everybody, I try to do a banana a day, but I do at least 5 a week. So there is some downsides. Sugar content. Be mindful of the sugar content in commercial electrolyte drinks. You know, when you're looking at the Gatorades and stuff like that, like 54 grams of sugar is just ridiculous. And some contain extremely high levels of sugar. And overconsumption excessively in intake and electrolytes, particularly of sodium, can be harmful, especially if you're not losing significant amount through sweat. So I think overall, we're starting to realize that everything comes down to just balance, a healthy balance, right? So in summary, choose water for everyday hydration, light to moderate exercise, you know, generally speaking. And then if you're opting for electrolytes, that means you're someone that's really pushing your limits and going a little farther. So when engaging in prolonged or intense physical activity during illness or during illnesses, or when you're sweating heavily in hot, humid conditions, that's when your electrolytes are really going to help you out, because you do want to replace that sodium and you do want to replace minerals. So understanding your body's needs in different situations will help you make the best choice between your water and electrolytes. And that is some of the best advice I can give you. As someone that was a previous athlete, I always had to balance, you know, between the two. And basically what I did is just listen to your body. Your body's going to tell you exactly what you need. So again, this is just a short health video trying to give you guys some value as far as understanding what your body may be telling you that it needs. You're feeling a little dehydrated, or you're starting to work out and you start to notice things are different. But there's some great information out there, you guys. Follow people. I'm just trying to share what I know. So thanks again. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.